Happy Monday, everybody. Donnie Baker here with you, LPR Sound Foundation. I today am in Studio B here at ES Audio Recording Studios, and we're going to talk about some stuff. I want to talk to you about, basically we're going to talk about the art and business of recording. As you know, this month is all about business. It's all about studio business. It's all about recording business, music production business. As you're a producer, you're an engineer, you want to own a studio, or you already have a studio, you want to learn how to grow your studio to, maybe take over your day job money, man. That's what we're here for. This month is dedicated entirely to business. So we are going to talk a little bit about this stuff behind me. We had it's kind of funny, man. I had somebody reached out. They actually emailed me from YouTube. They sent me an email, and they actually said, and they actually said, oh yeah, you look really cool sitting in there with your green screen picture of a studio behind you. Yeah, I do look really cool with this green screen studio sitting behind me. What I set up another camera here just so I can share with you. This ain't no green screen, bro. This is a studio. This is my small studio, bro. I mean, we've got a much bigger studio in the other room. It's just funny that, haters gonna hate, man. And that's all it is. And I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all trying to call me out. Ain't gonna work though. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you and let you know that, hey, this is real. This is a studio. This is actually a working studio. This system that, I don't know if y'all could see the system here. This is it's a mobile desk. It goes where I need it to go, and sometimes we're in Studio A, sometimes we're in the podcast. Mostly we're in the podcast studio. You guys have seen my videos, man. But anyway, I digress. So I wanted to share with you a couple of things. First off, I do have something that I want to share. I'm going to give you something free today. And if you have not yet discovered my Signal Flow Basic course or mini course, it's a quick course. Basically, look, this whole gig is all about signal flow. That's your signal going from point A to point B to point C, and all points from where it starts to where you want it to go. You want it to come out your speakers. You got somebody on a microphone, that's your signal. Somebody's singing on a microphone. You want it to come out your speakers. That's where you want it to go. You got to know where your signal is coming from, where your signal's going to, and all the little things that are happening to it along the way. That, my friends, is the key to this job. That is the key to this entire gig. That's pretty much it. If you understand your signal flow, you understand. Keyword is that you understand where your signal is coming from, where it's going to. You're good. I mean, that's pretty much all there is. So I put together this little course. Yeah, some of y'all might know I used to teach for a private university, a private college, and this is one of the courses that I wrote for them. And this is mine. I mean, this is my course, and so I'm sharing it with you for free. And we're gonna get to that at the end here, but just know I'll show you a little bit of it. There is a little bit of it right here. This is called the Signal Flow Basics course. All right, where it comes from is you start with this welcome aboard. It's a video. Okay, there's a video here, and there's some a little bit of text you could look at. Then it goes into the basics of signal flow. It explains where signal comes from, where it goes to, that kind of stuff. Yeah, another video. This one's almost 9 minutes long. Okay, this one's 11, almost 12 minutes long, whatever. This is about understanding the patch bay systems, how they're configured, why they're there, why do we have a patch bay. Then we're going to get into mixing, whether it's hybrid mixing, whether it's fully analog or fully in the box, whatever. I'm also giving you a couple of practice sessions that you can download. One is just the WAV files in case you're not using Pro Tools, and then the other one is actually the Pro Tools session if you see it right here. Okay, and then we talk about what's coming next. Where do you go from here? What do you do? You know, how do you start your business? How do you make money? Now that you understand and you have a business that you want to do, how do you make money at it? You know what I mean? And that's the big thing. And that's what Mondays are going to be all about. Going forward, I think we've talked about this last week, but going forward into January, I'm going to be changing things up a little bit with the channel here with this. So Mondays are going to be all about the business of audio, the business of recording. Okay. And then Thursdays is going to be nothing but about Pro Tools, this stuff, sessions, and showing you cool stuff about what happens when you do this and what happens when you use this EQ. And we're going to talk about EQs. We're going to talk about compressors. We're going to talk about all kind of other emulations, and not only talk about how they work, but how to route them. Because again, we're going back to the basics of signal flow. Even in the box, man, you got to understand where your signal's coming from and where it's going to. Okay, so there's a lot to it, and it makes a difference whether you insert a reverb on a track or whether you send to a reverb or whether you parallel compress or whether you just insert your compressor. There's a lot of understanding that has to happen to that. And I know we've been getting lost a little bit with because I only post on Mondays. So Mondays we're all about, okay, 1 week I'm going to do business, the next week I'm going to talk about EQs, and it was getting a little bit lost. So I'm going to split the channel into two. There'll be two different playlists. One will be the business side of things, because once you learn how to do what you're doing, whether you learn from me or whether you learn from someone else is irrelevant. But once you understand what you're doing, now you want to go make money at it. So let me help you go make money at it. The business of making music, or what I'm calling learning the art and business of recording. Okay, it is the business of music. It's not the music business. That's another story for another day. That has to do with record labels and contracts and publishing and splits and royalty. I'm not a musician. I'm not an artist. I'm not doing that. So what I do is I make my money making music. I'm a producer, not in the term of the producer we're making beats. No. That's a beat maker. I make records. Okay. I kind of hear things. And I'm like, hey, you know what? It would be so much better if we doubled up that intro. You know, if we made that intro 8 bars instead of just 4 bars, that kind of stuff. Or hey, let's not use that guitar tone. Let's try something a little bit deeper, a little bit darker. It might fit better in this bridge section. That's what a producer does. He makes records. The next thing I want to talk to you about is part of the studio that's important. Part of your business as an audio engineer, music producer, studio owner, what have you, even a freelance audio engineer, you should have a online presence. Now, social media is cool, and we're going to get more into that in our next, this month. We're going to get more into it. But for now, yeah, it's important. But if you just limit yourself to Instagram, you're kind of missing out on some of the bigger picture. You're kind of missing out on some work that you may not get, because somebody might not be on Instagram, but they might still want to know who you are. They might still want to know how to get in touch with you. Okay. So having just a one-page website that you can push the search engine optimization, the SEO, that's helpful, because that can drive traffic. Your Instagram can drive traffic to your landing page, and then your landing page can drive traffic wherever. You know, so you kind of need that. So if you're going to have a way for people to find you, you should also have a way for people to book you without having to call you or DM you from TikTok or Instagram. Okay, I mean, you're just going to open yourself up to more work when you do this. So what we have on our website, and let me jump over there real quick. Okay, so this is my studio website. Okay. We're ES Audio Recording Studios based in Los Angeles, California, and it's a cool website. It's got lots of information about this. It's got some pictures. There's tons of information. Now, this isn't a big website. Yes, there are other pages. There's Studio A, Studio B, Podcast Studio. There's the gallery, which is just all the pictures about us. Services, we list our services. Anyway, what happens if look on right here at the top, there's a Book Your Studio button. Someone can click that, and it goes into our booking system. Okay. And then from there, say somebody wants to choose Studio B, which is the room I'm in today. Somebody can choose Studio B. They want to do 2 hours, and let's say they need an engineer. Let's just choose an engineer. What happens when they choose an engineer is it throws an extra $50 onto their deposit. So they click this, and then they can click the day that they want, and then pick the time that they want. Then they can put in their information. Once they click continue, the system will automatically charge them a 50% deposit. And that's how that works. Okay. So if we go back and we go into Book Your Studio again, it's fairly simple with what's going on here. I mean, there's only 4 things that they can book. Okay. So it's pretty simple. But if they do go into a studio, they can choose extras. Like they can choose an extra hour, or we do offer block rates, which is where they save money. It automatically deducts or gives them the discount when they select a 4-hour block. It adds 4 hours to their already 2 hours, and it gives them the discount. So that's how that works. But what I did want to share with you is this is actually the booking system that we use. It's TRAFT. It's called Traft. Now, I'm in the process right now of creating a masterclass on Traft, because it's an awesome book. It's an awesome tool to have, and we're going to talk about tools and things that you can use to organize your studio or your business. We're going to talk about that on the December 30th, the last Monday of December. We're going to discuss these things. I did want to show you this. Now, I'm not picking on anybody's studio. Please don't do that. I'm going to block out the name of the studio. So if anybody recognizes the studio, I'm sorry. I'm not picking on you as a studio. I appreciate your studio. You guys got some great gear. You guys have some, you're pretty similar to what we got going on. You're about the same price and things are good. So, but what I did want to share with you was the booking system on their website. If you go to their Book Now button, it goes into this crazy, dude. I mean, again, I'm not picking on you, man, but this gives me anxiety. This makes me nervous. It makes me feel like, oh my God, now I have to decide what I want, and I have to go through all of these things. This is ridiculous. It's just too much to have to deal with. That, my friends, is just a little bit too deep and a little bit too much stuff to have to deal with. And it really makes it, clients really don't want it. Clients want things as simple as possible. They want as few clicks as possible to get where they need to go. They don't want to figure out, oh, well, do I need 2 hours with an engineer or 2 hours without an engineer? What does it mean to have one without an engineer? What does it mean to have, oh, but maybe I need more hours. So do I want 3 hours or 5 hours? I'm not sure. You really don't want to give a potential client, especially a client that's never been to your studio before. You don't want to give them too much to have to do. And that, to me, that website to me gives the client too much to do, to have to figure out in order to get where they need to go. So no offense to you guys over there at that studio, in case you did figure out that it's you. But if you do want some help with your thing, I'm willing to help you out with it, man. I'm willing to help you consult. I'm willing to consult with you and help you build it like I built mine. Now, this is why I'm doing a masterclass on the calendar booking system that we have, because I did have to hack it a little bit to make it work for our needs. There's a couple of reasons why I did that, and honestly, I'm still finding things out about it that are needing to be a little bit different than the normal of the whole system, because what we do is a little bit different than what everybody else does in the world. You know, most people will go to work at 9 and go home at 5. We don't. You know, like you saw that other studio, they're open 24 hours. You know, so yeah, you have to accommodate for that in the system. And this is why I'm putting together a masterclass on the basics of how to make it work. Because I did have to figure out how to make it work for our purposes. And I'm sharing that with you guys. So, more about the business and art, the art and business of what we do. We do have, if you guys do go purchase, it's free. If you do get the Signal Flow course, the basics of Signal Flow course, you will be eligible to join our community of like-minded peers, of guys just like me that are in our community, that are out there making their living doing what we do. And this is important, having access to a community of people like yourself that, you know, we figured it out. I figured it out. I've been making it work for 21 years. This is our 21st year here in this studio, and I've figured it out, and I'm making it work, and I'm sharing with the class. I'm saying, oh, no, this is how I did it. And that guy at the other studio, if he wants to call me, I'm more than willing to consult and help him build his calendar system where it looks better than what he has, you know? And that's just because I figured it out. I went, hey, I need a booking system. Let me go look at them and see which one I can use. And we went through a couple of different ones. This is one that we've settled on for going forward because it's a great price. It's actually free. I mean, if free is a great price, I'm in. You know, it's actually free. You can't go wrong with free because it doesn't cost you anything. Hence the word free. So, as a member of our community, you actually get access to the community is right here, the community access. But over here on the left is where all of your assets. This is everything that you get, man. You get monthly workshops, monthly training, monthly master classes. This is where that Traft masterclass is going to go. Let me get rid of this logo for you. Live coaching calls. We have current coaching calls, and we archive all the coaching calls. We do at least one coaching call per month, and it's a group coaching call, so everybody's there. It's actually a Zoom call, and you can see everybody and talk to everybody and interact with everybody. Bonus content, man. There's templates. There's all kind of templates. There's free plugins. This is the part that I really wanted to share with you, the Audio Business Building Academy. Let me come back out of here and go into the Audio Business Building Academy. And what's in here is just module after module after module. These are all videos. These are all, it's all how do we do things. You know, do you need a DBA, an LLC, or a S Corp, or a partnership? Benefits of owning your business, taxes, acquiring gear without money. I mean, come on. Do you want that or not? I mean, you know, and so there's just a ton of information in the membership. Is a ton of information, but also you get access to the community, which is, I think, you know, they say come for the membership, but stay for the community, you know. And I'm constantly building and growing and adding things to the membership. I you know, there's a lot in there. If you get in there and you're like, oh man, it's a lot of stuff. Yeah, just don't get overwhelmed. There's not that much, you know. I could put more, but no, I try to keep it manageable for us, you know. But dude, honestly, the membership is legit $19. It's $19 per month, but you can come in for a month, hang out. If you don't like it, cancel, move along. You know, get what you want out of it and go. But understand that the community is probably where everything, all the cool stuff lives in the community, because you get, you know, you meet in there with your peers, plus the group coaching calls, the coaching calls every month, the master classes and workshops every month. I mean, that's worth the price of admission, honestly, because I'm sharing with you this stuff every month. And we're going to be doing that on YouTube now as well on Thursdays. We're going to be sharing with you tricks and tips on how to do things actually in the studio, you know, how things actually happen. So with that, I wanted to share with you here, you can download the Signal Flow Basics course. Just go to learnprorecording.com/basics. Get that, it's free, and that will also make you eligible to join the membership. We only offer the membership to the public 2 times per year, and unfortunately, everybody just missed it. It was in November. We opened it in November and in May, and yeah, we push for it. I mean, if you get on the list by downloading or by joining the Basics course, you're going to get on my list. You'll get emails from me about probably once a week. Now twice a week though, because we're going to be sharing with you Mondays are going to be business, Thursdays are going to be the other thing. And so yeah, you'll get a couple of emails from me a week. No big deal. Hey, so let me put this back because we need it. Got to know that it's the podcast. So look, the basics of Signal Flow, of course, is absolutely 100% free. Let me put that up there one more time. I'll also put it in the description. If you're watching on YouTube, you can just go down there and click. So, but for our listeners, our podcast listeners on Apple Music or Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, it's learnprorecording.com/basics. That is how you get. That's how you get involved in the Signal Flow Basics course. Absolutely free, and it's awesome. I might add that it's really awesome because it does come from a college course. So there you go. I did want to share with you also that this is December, and December is inherently and generally our slowest month of the year. Usually after Thanksgiving, things kind of slow down a little bit until January, February. February will pick up. February is generally our busiest month because, well, here in Los Angeles, we have the Grammys. So Grammy week is a big week here in Los Angeles because clients are, people are coming in from out of town. They want to get together and collab and that kind of thing. So we're going to talk about a lot more about that in the coming weeks. But going forward, this is going to be, we do have some changes coming up, and I'm going to be talking to you about the changes along the way. And hopefully you guys are getting something out of this. Hopefully you don't mind sitting there and talking to me for 30 minutes or so. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I'm going to go ahead and leave you. So here you can email me if you feel like you want to email, shoot me an email or leave a comment down below. While you're down there, go ahead and click on that subscribe button, man. It really helps us out, to help keep this channel going and just basically keep up the morale here with the talent. So there you go. So, all right, I'm going to get up out of here and you guys go forth. Have a great week. Enjoy the holiday season, which is coming up. I don't know about y'all, man, but cookie season's about to start happening in my house this coming weekend, and I'm excited. So we will see you then, and we'll see you next week. We'll see you on the blog post on Wednesday. We'll see you on, we're going to start the Thursday thing in January, so we'll get to that. But we'll see you Friday Live. Don't forget about the Friday Lives. If you're on my list, you'll get the emails. So we will see you then. Again, Donnie Baker, and I am out of here. Peace.